adrenaline. Dion says whatever. She says it like this. She says it like that. Dion always bringing the back like that. Dion always bringing the back. Dion says whatever. Dion says whatever. Dion.
Hey, my rosebuds. Happy Thursday. I hope everybody had a great, blessed day. On purpose. Um, please like, comment, and subscribe. Become a rosebud. Cause why not? Why not, y'all? Why not? Okay. Um, it's like who thought that when Blueface lost that it wasn't gonna be no shenanigans behind it. You know what I'm saying? They still talking about it. Like, and first of all, Whack talking about, oh, they cheated, they cheated. No, they didn't cheat. They didn't cheat. I don't know if Blue was drinking or whatever. He claimed he don't drink, or he haven't had a drink since he got out or whatever. But I don't know. People would say he was drinking, because he was out doing whatever he was doing at, in Miami, the reunion. I don't know. Because I don't know the timeline of the reunion and then, the fight, whatever. But dude, Chobi, whatever his name is, not Blueface, out the day gonna rain. Like, I was like, okay. But the thing is, if Blue would have trained longer and cut out at least half of the shenanigans he was doing, sexing, eating the way he was eating. You know what I'm saying? Um, Somebody said he was supposed to not have sex. He didn't. He could do what he want if he could have the stamina for the fight. Like, just because some people, abstain from, you know, having sex or whatever before they boxing or whatever. Everybody got their own little whatever. And I feel like Blue was gonna fight before he even went to jail. So when he got out, he should have started then preparing for the fight. You know what I'm saying? Um, Whether they had to change the opponent or what I'm saying, he knew he was gonna have a boxing match. And I get you out, you want to eat how you want to eat, but you've been out for a minute now, and before the fight, and he could have. I don't know. It makes me wonder, and I don't think about it like that, but if he couldn't go rounds like that in a boxing ring, how long you think? What is he a 2 minute person in the bed? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? His and he did lose a lot of that jail weight. You know what I'm saying? But he had the power. I don't know. I don't know. He was winded like really quick. Because I watched the whole thing. So, well, their fight, you know, yeah, he was winded like really quick. You know, he was doing okay, but he wasn't landing them jabs like he thought. It wasn't even like some of them swings. He wasn't landing them on Chibu, and it wasn't no force or power behind it. So it was just like you know what I'm saying? That's how it looked. The dude had him in the corner, rope a doping. And then it just seemed like Blue being like tall as he is, he kind of looked at dorky a little bit, and he was fighting like this. He was like, you know how they turn girls? Some girls fight, they turn, they like, like that. That's how. That's how it seemed like Blueface was fighting. He was like, he would be way back here where that wall is, going like this, and like trying to reach. Like, I'm like, oh my god. It was so funny. And I think by they saying Chibu is undefeated, I think Blueface should have had somebody else, just like Egypt should have had somebody else. But like she said, she had it was a Olympian, and she claimed she chose her. So that was her deal. But like I get what she said. What she said, the loss of the fight is a win for her because she challenged herself. She know where you fight somebody that's good, and you find out where you weak at. If y'all understand what I'm saying, you know what I mean. And then you can work on certain things that you've done and didn't do. You know, to if you're gonna stay in boxing, um, you know, work on your craft. To the fullest, because I believe if she had like a Christian, somebody who never fought before like her, I think that really would have been a good match. I think Christian and Egypt would have been a good match. But back to Blueface. Um, but he rope a dope him in that corner, and even though, like I was saying, he's undefeated, he still should have been in shape more himself because he kept leaning. And I know he was tired, but look how it wasn't even that many rounds, and they both was like exhausted. But Chibu, he to me it looked like he was a little smaller before, not probably much, but where he didn't fight like he did this fight with Blueface. You know what I'm saying? He fought better, but he used to be in that size fighting. Blueface is not. When Blueface had his boxing, he was smaller than that. He was thinner than that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying like his strength wasn't there, his power, but he was smaller than that, where he can go more rounds and run around the ring, bouncing and all that stuff. And Blueface was clowning when they met up. I said, see, he want to do all that clowning. Watch what happened. See, he tried to take the focus off. He was Blueface, right? And he thought because he was Blueface, it probably was gonna go in his favor. No, dude, you have to put up or shut up. You know what I'm saying? And you got shut it up by him because you got put on mute because that sound better. You got put on mute. You know, um, and then the fact that Aiden was talking to him and he said he fixed the bets. No, I don't think so. Blueface just faced the fact that you lost and you got done up. He effed you up. I'm sorry and not sorry. And y'all can say what y'all want to say, whack Carlissa and Blueface, but everybody that's seen it, no. And I still like Blueface. He, um, I mean, he funny sometimes, but I don't like the shenanigans and all the stuff and how he treat women. But he is Blueface or whatever. I'm not no like the Rock Tires is with Christian. No, I'm not that. I'm not that. Not even close. I just like Blueface a little bit. Like he's entertaining, put it like that. Um, and then his mother, she changed her whole verbiage because before the fight, oh, da da da, he gonna do this, Blueface gonna do that, my son, da da da. Then after the fight, then she wanna talk smack, talking about if they changed it in the last 30 days, you know, he should ask for double the money or whatever. That would have been smart as business, but that don't mean you was gonna get it. And second of all, talking about okay, he beat you. Now his brother Andre gonna come and beat him up, like whatever, Carlissa. Like some stuff Carlissa say she be kicking facts, but majority of the 85% of the stuff is she sometimes get on my nerves, because she always gotta butt in where she don't need to. Sometimes she just need to be on mute, be quiet. You know what I'm saying? But that's his mother. We know what she do. She's a troll. She do the things of the things. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just face it. And then Wack, he like it cracked me up because Blueface was talking about his fight with Chibu, and Wack came in. He was saying, "You did good, nephew." He didn't want to say he lost. You know what I'm saying? He kept trying to make it like, because he did, just him getting in the ring alone, he did good. Just lasted them all the 5 rounds, he did good. He did a little bit, but not enough to win. Put it like that. Not even close enough to win. So I know Wack ain't want to like talk about that fight because he kept talking about the fight before Chibu and Blueface fight, the one before, and I'm like, Blueface trying to talk to you about his fight, and you just like trying not to go there, you know. And then he was on I think Clubhouse. I think that's where I heard him, you know, and they was talking about it, and he was trying to say that it was rigged and all this stuff. But no, just face it. Just face it. You got a clown in front of everybody because you think you can be beat, and you can. Chibu proved that. You know what I'm saying? So get in shape. And Wax said it's a fight and coming up in April, I think. I think April or May. I know Chris Sean's, I think, is in April. Well, he got another fight supposedly. Leave it to Wax. That's what Wax said. So you need to be training now. You know what I'm saying? You need to be training now. And then Nevaeh, like, girl, just yeah, you doing the right thing. I know you feel some type of way because we all see Blue with all these girls, you know what I'm saying? And then the girl that was in his bed, like, Nevaeh not stupid. You know what I'm saying? But I commend her because she is pregnant and she had to deliver a healthy child. You know what I'm saying? It's not even for her sake, it's for her child's sake. You know, because some people don't give a damn about their kid, as we can see all over the internet. And we can see. So, yeah, y'all. So, what did y'all think about the fight? I know I'm late. I don't know. I think I talked about it in one of my videos a little bit. I think I'm not sure, but I'm just recapping of the stuff that I know I wanted to talk about, and didn't get up here because rest in peace to my bestie, Paula, to die for 31 years. That's my son godmama. But yeah, um, what else? Oh yeah, and then Krishan, um, like that interview she did, like she tried to put out a narrative about Blue, like a negative narrative. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy, he was chasing clout because he's sitting there, he wasn't even asking her the questions that he should have been asking her. You know what I'm saying? He was just going along to get along with her, for the views. You know what I'm saying? And the clout to his channel or whatever he got, podcasts or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He got. I didn't like that because you know when you do an interview, you're supposed to ask a lot of the questions that us, the people, you know what I'm saying, want to know. Then she's talking about she don't accept the doctors or nobody claiming something over her son. But ma'am, that's what they make doctors for. You know what I'm saying? When you were sick, you went to the doctor, so you can't say you don't believe in doctors, and you really don't claim things over your life. Well, you claim them over your life because the doctor said you had whatever was going on when you was coughing and doing all that, and you got medicine. So why you can't do the same for your son? 1 minute, oh, he's in therapy. Junior's in therapy, but now ain't nothing wrong with him. So why is he in therapy then? because I don't think he's in therapy. Let's tell the truth, okay? But that's my opinion. I don't know what y'all think. I see a lot of people saying, if she don't believe in he got a disability, then why would she be taking him to therapy? That means she's not taking him to therapy. No doctors, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? She could get disability for her son a check. You know what I'm saying? She needed to. I would hope she probably got get it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when she was broke. Now she got a little bit of coin. You know she. And then the fact that all the rock stars, y'all praise her, do praise dances over her and all this stuff and send her all this stuff. Then she's ungrateful. She gave us some of the stuff away. Then she gave stuff you bought her to her sister. You know what I'm saying? She don't like half the stuff because she only wanted from the store. She don't shop. She don't even shop at that store for Junior because she ain't bought him nothing, especially from that store. Okay, let's keep it a bean. Okay, and I just don't get there's a lot of people saying it. Like, girl, they make doctors for a reason. You take your to the doctor when need be. Why you can't take him? Oh, because you don't have time to do what's needed for him, but you do everything for you. While you working out, Junior could be with a therapist right next to you doing stuff, right in the gym with you, like with his therapist or whoever. However, you make a way. You know what I'm saying? Take some time to put that love and care into your child, not just in yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so by her saying, it looked like she cut the top of his hair off. It looked nice. And the only reason she did that because Blue said something. But Blue didn't say nothing bad about Junior hair. He was looking at it, he was like, oh, he could keep his hair like that. If she keep his hair like that, that look nice. I don't know, she might have put some stuff on it or whatever, and it was like shorter, it was tighter, like curls or whatever. And he mentioned that, so now all of a sudden, that's what you see. Like, girl, you move when a ninja say things. How about using your own mind? Stand on your two as a woman. You know what I'm saying? And then she do. And Blue, I believe that Blue said he wanted to be with you. You know what I'm saying? She would. But I think one thing, because she said it in the interview, and and then my thing is, she trying to paint this narrative, this holy then thou, narrative that she doing. So she not gonna be able to do both. You see what I'm saying? And she know what people gonna say. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad she found something that that's keeping her focused or whatever. But like she was saying about the baddies, that's circular. This devil, that's the devil, that's the devil, that's the devil. After she got that last check from them, but guess what? Now you back. Now you went back because you needed the money. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, that's not Christian behavior. Ain't that what you said, Krishan? They the devil. So that means you're the devil too because you indulged in it. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, it's a lot. But that's not my life. You know what I'm saying? And praise be, because I was attentive to my child, trust and believe. I was on the floor playing with him. Anything he needed, I did. Like, come on now. That's what a real mother does. You know, it is what it is. But let's see. It was one more thing pertaining to this. Jaden, Miss Miss Mama's Jaden. Girl, did y'all see when she did her quick IG live? when she was saying or recorded. I don't know if she recorded it or she went. No, I think she recorded it because Blueface said she not his number one. Why would she be my number one when she didn't help me when she didn't help him when he was in jail? Dude, she did. She also was taking care of your kids. Okay, she had to make money to take care of your two kids, and that's kind of selfish, you know. To not, think a selfish way of thinking. But she did this video. She was like, "Yeah, I don't know why he's saying this about the number one and all this stuff." She said maybe if he was not being on streaming or what she say streaming, talking about people and trying to put people down, he wouldn't have lost his fight. Ah, she's talking with that one. But then she was like, "Well, I'm about to get ready for my date. What is it called? Jaden Find Love or Love for Jaden." She was like, whatever she said, she was like, "Love for Jaden" or Finding Jaden Love or something. She did that. I'm like, girl, stop. You try to sound like hard and all this, you know what I'm saying? But you don't because your actions don't match what you saying. So that's what make you look goofy and silly. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know how Blueface he clown you every time, and guess what? You still there. You still knocking. And it ain't even about the kids. It's about you and him because y'all still, having intercourse. Because if you really was done and you really want to move on, you would. This show is just a money grab for views and stuff because she not going nowhere. She gonna always sleep with Blue. You know what I'm saying? Blue not gonna be satisfied with her dating somebody else. And I think Carlissa trying to keep them, keep a hold on Jane and don't want her to date nobody else. And I don't care what Clarissa say, that's not what she want because for once she want to have some type of kind of control, like she groomed her for her son, and that's bad because look how he treat her, and now she stuck. She really not stuck, but you know what I'm saying, she's stuck. Do better, Jaden. Your kids is watching. So Javon watching how Blueface talk to you, all bitches and hoes and excuse my French, but all of that. And Journey watching how he talk to you. So Javon could treat women like that, and Journey could get treated like that by somebody she date. Nah, you're their role model. The internet is not your kid's role model, and all he do is Javon plays Roblox. I mean, and that's good, but y'all have to watch y'all kids on Roblox. It's some predators when I tell y'all on there, and y'all just be leaving y'all kids to their own devices on that Roblox. Here go $300. Put on get the Roblox. Like no, raise your kids and stop letting these games and all this stuff raise your kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't care rich, poor, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, kids are kids, and they still need to be raised by their parents and not from devices and what they watch. You know what I'm saying? Um, and Journey like she like just I don't know. She talked back. She hit Blue. She hit Jada. Like I don't understand. Like I don't know. Just do better as a mom, Jaden, because you can't talk about now. I can tell you are a good mom from what we can see, but a better mom will chastise their kids, make their kids respect them as their parents and other people outside the house, like as her teacher. Like that's crazy to me. Like I don't know, but like I said, ain't my problem, ain't my life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna live how y'all live, and I love that for y'all. Okay, I love that for y'all. Because I live in the reality, the real world. With your kids is gonna endure acting like they act now, and y'all don't put a nip in that bud. Yeah, yeah, we gonna see y'all with your kids and endure because your their parents not gonna be there every step of the way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every day growing up life, you know, or grown life or whatever, however you want to put it. Y'all get what I'm saying. But until next time, if nobody never told you they love you, Dion saying it. I love you, and you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all on the next Dion Says Whatever. Bye, Rosebuds.